wanna run away. I think I'll go back to that place I stay. Play on the server the TimeShot way. Hello people, it's Poet, and we are back on TimeShot. I almost said in the dinosaur world. We're back on TimeShot, and since we left off, I've been doing a lot of collaboration stuff on TimeShot. I wanted to just record this on my own, kind of for a change, just to get back in the swing of things like that. I love my solo recording so much, and I haven't had a big chance to do that. Not because I haven't wanted to, but just because we've been doing a lot of the collab stuff, some shenanigans on the servers, and then pranks and whatnot. So I've been wanting to do a solo one for a little while. And like I said, I'm just finally getting around to doing that. What do I need to do here? I kind of wanna turn these into blocks. Put those in there. Oh, I just remembered. Tort actually left me some gold, he said. Oh, there you go. And I'll take some of that. That might have even just been mine. I don't know if he left that or what. He took a name tag down in my basement. Yeah, he took just one. I had 3 there. And gave me a little bit of gold in return. And that's appreciated because I need loads of gold, you guys know. I haven't done a mindless mining in ages. And so, as a result, I haven't exactly had that much gold. Ooh, look at this. I can get more blocks. Is it just me? The screen seems really bright for me. I don't know why. 29 gold blocks. That's not enough. Unfortunately. It's really not enough. And actually, take those into blocks too. What I had planned today, I may or may not get around to, was some building. I have this idea. I got the world download done finally, and with that world download, we got to see the overviewer. There's a guy. He actually does. His name is Spacey MC. He does all the overview maps for like Hermitcraft, Minecraft, and us. And when we get the world download out, it's usually like the next day or very shortly afterwards. He gets the world download into an overviewer, and every single time he does, we all, like everybody on the server, just like stops what they're doing and just stares at this overviewer and really loves watching it, panning around, seeing what we've built, and kind of trying to expose little secrets and intricacies of what we've built, and it just looks kind of cool. It's like if I were to pillar way up into the sky and look down at my base, it's exactly what that would look like. And of course, we don't really do that very often, so it's kind of a cool bird's eye view of things. So when I was looking at that, it makes things look much smaller than they are on this scale when I'm actually down on the ground. So I look at this and I'm like, okay, I look at the overviewer and I think to myself, you know, the land could easily extend into the swamp there. Now I have swamp colors turned off because I'm in Optifine right now. On this computer, I need Optifine to even run Minecraft. So you can see that the swamp colors are kind of just removed. Whoever made Optifine hated the swamp colors just as much as I do. And so they added a feature. You can go into the settings and turn the swamp colors off. Probably in details. No. Where is this? Quality? Swamp colors. There it is. So if I turn that on again, you can see that my whole property is kind of swampy colors like that. You know, some people don't mind that. I haven't minded it. You know, it's just something that you get used to when you're working in this area. But I do admit that it has made me avoid this area a little bit more than I normally would. But in looking at the map overviewer, I saw that if I were to build like a small wall, just kind of following the perimeter island here, We're kind of on a little island. It's kind of weird to think that, but it is kind of a little island because this river cuts through it and then goes around that way. If I were to build a wall that extends all around the land part here and then kind of curls around here, maybe turn this instead of like just dirt like this, maybe make a nice little bridge coming from this little what would you call this? Tunnel? Just a tunnel. I think that would be kind of handy. That would be kind of cool. So what I'm going to do is destroy this. It sounds kind of, you know, it's a lot of work, I'm sure. So we're going to get rid of this little land bridge here. And we're going to turn this into an actual bridge. And then the wall will kind of extend out this way. You know what? I could even probably scratch that idea and just cut it across here. Like, if the wall came this way, instead of going out to that little peak, just came this way, that might do as well. Or even, you know what? I need to get a bird's eye view. This is the thing. This is why the overview is so awesome. I just need a higher view to see what I'm doing. I don't have much dirt, but let's see. Maybe if I... Is there any vines that go up? There we go. And maybe if I fill her up 18 blocks now. Let's see. That's a little bit better. So we can see that my road comes along here and it kind of stops there. Now I got a mine that's right there where my cursor is. What I would love to do is kind of encompass a lot, if not all, of this swamp area into my base somehow. So I kind of want the wall to come this way, cut across here. So we'll cut off this tip of the swamp. We'll come across here. We'll come around here, following this land of the swamp right here. We're gonna go across that way. So we're actually gonna have like a gateway or some kind of an entranceway into the land right there, and this will be a wall right here, and then right here, and then maybe I'll fill this in with dirt, this little watery part right there. So that's the plan, you guys. It's not going to be an elaborate wall whatsoever. The inner castle area, the inner keep, that's where the elaborate wall is. This is where the regular folk live outside of the big castle walls. Like fishermen and farmers and so on. They are just going to have a normal little cobble wall. So it's going to be super easy to build. Because all I really need is cobblestone. And that's that. So why don't I go and grab some cobble and maybe some dirt, and we're going to try to at least mark down a little bit of how I want it to look. Now the other thing I noticed is that, like, because this massive wizard tower is here, you literally cannot, and with the wall, you literally cannot see on the overviewer anything that's inside of these walls, like the cow head, the ring toss, the stands and stuff, all the different things for the cow family. You can't see any of it, and I was a little bit disappointed by that. It's like on the overviewer, you can see up to here where I'm standing, and then beyond that, but not anything this way. A little bit disappointed by that. Oh, I should see. This says, thank you from April. Has a bunch of rubber boots in it, some pumpkin pies that she probably just reused from some gift she got for Thanksgiving. Carrots, which I've been eating this whole time, I'll take. And some rubber boots. And I think that was for helping her with, she was working on her pagoda house at spawn, and I gave her some materials. So happy Thanksgiving, because Merca and Asia, and she gave a whole Thanksgiving feast, including turkey. No, it says cooked chicken. Anyway, thank you so much, Anasia. I actually did enjoy my very first American Thanksgiving This might come as a surprise to some Americans out there, especially younger ones, that not everybody celebrates Thanksgivings at the same time. And in fact, I think there are a lot of countries that don't celebrate any kind of Thanksgiving at all. So, I mean, it shouldn't come as a shock. You guys celebrate it in America for the reason was about the Native Americans helping the settler pilgrims get through the winter by sharing their feasts and stuff. Look at all this iron. What? What? And gold? Did someone gift me this, or did I just put it in here and forget? Probably that. Like I'm about to do with those bits of gold as well. I'd be a little bit better off for gold than I thought. Hi, White Fang, the horse. Anyway, not every other country celebrates Thanksgiving. Canada does, though, but we celebrate it at a different time of year. And the funny thing, and this is still something, I'd have to look it up. I'd have to go to Wikipedia or something. But even growing up, like, it's never explained to Canadian children. I mean, I'm sure there's a teacher or two out there who does, but none of mine ever explained why Canadians have a Thanksgiving and why it's at a different time of the year than the American Thanksgiving. Like, this isn't... It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, you'd think that if they wanted to have the same holiday, they'd put it at the same time, but they didn't. So it's kind of weird that it's at... Ooh. Okay. There we go. Now we're back up to 3. It's at a different time anyway, is what I'm trying to say. And it was never explained why it was at a different time. We just had it in October, and that's that. We enjoy our turkey dinners in October. November, we don't really have any holidays, so to speak. And then December is Christmas, and followed by New Year's and stuff. It's kind of like how July 4th is Independence Day in America, and July 1st is Canada Day, and it's just an excuse for fireworks both days. But it's kind of like Canada has the same excuse for a holiday, but we didn't want to exactly copy everything, so we made it a different day. I don't know. I can't really explain it. Break these now. I don't need those there. Oh yeah, I was going to get cobble and dirt. I've already... Where's my mind? Talking about Thanksgiving. So, anyway, I did experience my first Americanese Thanksgiving, and it was fun. I really enjoyed it. You know, it was pretty well exactly like any Thanksgiving that I've experienced before. Wynn's family is crazy, and she will admit that fully. But yeah, it was just, you know, you get around with family, and you have turkey and desserts and so much food that you can't possibly... Ooh, there's pie, you know? Like, that's how Thanksgiving is in Canada, and that's how it was here, and so I felt very at home. I can imagine that, like, if it was a foreigner from a different country than Canada, Thanksgiving might seem, like, really bizarre, especially some countries where food isn't as plentiful or available. To just get around and eat copious amounts of food on a day might seem a very odd thing to do, but it's what a lot of Americans and Canadians do. And yeah, like I said, it was very much... I was very comfortable with it because I've experienced Canadian Thanksgiving all my life. It was always just my close personal family, and that's kind of how it was with Wynn's family as well. Just the parents and siblings. That's the kind of Thanksgiving it is. And then as they get older, of course, the siblings bring their loved ones. I was the significant other to bring along, and I was very happy to be there. So Anyway, that's how it is. That's how it was, and can't complain. It was a lot of fun. So let's see. What else can I talk about? There was a big thing that happened recently. We had a group together, kind of the preparedness group for PAX East. So we decided, it was almost 2 years ago now, like we're talking 2013, 14. We decided that we all wanted to go. I need torches. I definitely need to, oh boy. I need torches before I do any of this work. There's bad things everywhere there. Anyway, we decided a few years ago that everybody should get together for PAX. Like, Minecon was a thing that I wanted to do this year again because of London. And I was very happy to go to London. It was my first time overseas, abroad, and I was very... I would love to go back, okay? That was fun for me. I would like to go back, and I know I will go back one day. Probably not just stick exclusively to London, but I don't know that I would go to a Minecon again. That might sound a little bit sad to some people, but... And it's not that I have a hatred for Minecraft or anything like that. I kind of have a hatred for the Minecon itself. In that it wasn't that fun either of the times I went, and that it was just the fun of being with friends that made it all worthwhile. And even at Minecon in London, the best fun was had when Minecon had literally closed its doors and we all got together at a bar and just had fun together as friends. All the bigger YouTubers got together. TimeShot people were there. Mindcrack people were there. Eyes Cupquake and Stampy and you name them. They were all there at this random bar. And it was just fun times to be had. And that was what made Minecon worthwhile, honestly. Not just the drinking. There were people who didn't drink. But just the social aspect of just getting together and unwinding was a load of fun. And I'd love to do that again. So we started talking that maybe Minecon isn't the venue to do it. Number one, it's really expensive. Minecon is one of the most expensive conventions that I've been to. I know that there are much more expensive ones, like Microsoft ones or Apple ones, so on. They can be even into like the thousands of dollars for conventions. Minecon was about $200 US or so just for the convention. And I think that that's a little bit much. You know, for what you get out of the convention, when we had most of the fun outside the convention, it makes you really wonder why you're spending the $200. PAX, on the other hand, you can get tickets as low as $50. I think one year it was like $20 for PAX Prime. It's pretty cheap. It's not, definitely not the cheapest convention I've ever been to, but it's definitely one of them. Considering how big it is, that's saying a lot. There we go. He be dead. Okay, where's those torches that I grabbed special for this? Because I need to light this all up. Man. Hi, Spider. For some reason, he's nice to me. So as I'm trying to say all this time is that we got together and we decided that a convention like PAX, not only was it more central in the United States and easier for most people on TimeShot especially to get together, not only was it convenient in location, but the price was also kind of right. Where most people couldn't afford Minecon even if it was in the US, PAX is easy to afford. So it was kind of a win-win, both in location and in price. And so we all decided, yeah, let's go to PAX. Let's see if we can get to PAX. So we got a little group together who would be the early warning system, shout information about PAX when we heard it. I heard through the grapevine that it was actually going to be in April this year instead of March like last year. And so just like little bits of information like that we would share with the group. If we had information of when the tickets were going on sale, we would say it in the group, and then everybody could jump on the tickets. So that's what happened. Is one day we were kind of in the middle of a recording, or I was playing Sky Wars or something like that, and Wyn was in the middle of a Left 4 Dead recording with her group that she did that, and all of a sudden the PAX tickets were released to the public. Now, the way that they do it is that it's all scramble tickets. You really have to jump on them or they are gone. That's the truth of the matter, is that you might not get tickets if you're even a few minutes too slow. And so we had to really jump on them fast. And the way that we did it, because we have such good friends who we trust, the way that it worked is essentially we bought tickets, and I bought the maximum amount of tickets that I could buy, which I think was 6 sets, something like that, which sounds like a lot of tickets for 6 people, or no, it was 4 people, sorry, I'm getting that mixed up. It was only 4 people, but I was able to buy tickets for 4 people, even though I only knew that I was going and Wyn was going. Is this right? Is this how I wanted it? How was I going to do this here? It was going to cut around this way somehow. Cut through this way. Kind of want it to come this way. I'm just smattering down blocks. Is that a word? Smattering? Am I using it right? Probably not. I kind of want it to come this way. So what will happen is this actually has to get all cut down now. Here we go. So the wall goes this way and then just sharply kind of turns this way around the tree here this way, and then that looks really messed up. I kind of want it to go, it sounds kind of crazy, but I kind of want it to go all the way from over here. So let me jump over here and let's do it right from here. Okay. So let's go this way. Yeah. Up a block. And this way. There we go. So anyway, I bought the max amount of tickets, and luckily we had people from TimeShot, from other YouTube groups, so on, who were all willing to buy these tickets. So nobody was left hanging with tickets that I know of. We weren't buying them to resell them. I know that that's a big issue at PAX, that scalpers buy the tickets and then they resell them for exceedingly stupid prices. We weren't doing that. We were just selling them for face value to our friends and whoever we could to get in. Now I know that I probably could have got a media pass, which basically you have to apply for and prove that you're a YouTuber. And when you do, they'll give you tickets. They'll give you tickets for free. Plus a media badge, which gets you access to backstage stuff and so on and so forth. I wasn't really interested in that, I'll be honest. I'm just going there to enjoy the convention and have fun. And hopefully do a little bit of work, but not make that my role there. I might not even vlog it, and that would have been one of the requirements um, of having the media badge would be to record it and experience it, or they'd actually like blacklist you from applying in the future. I don't want to get in trouble or anything. I don't want to have to be obligated to do anything like that, so I just didn't. Let's actually curl it a little bit more. Kind of like that. Don't want to make it round, but at the same time I don't want it to be a weird shape either. There we go. So now, let's actually go up on a ledge again. Tall, tall pillar. Let's see what we're at now. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Curves around that way, and then it goes around that way, and then it goes all the way that way. It seems like a big area, but I could easily fill within this space here. If I use that outer wall as kind of the guideline, I think that I'll easily be able to fill in with little shops and little shacks and shanties and a little town. And I really love building little villages and things like that. Yeah, that's what I want to accomplish on this server as far as building goes. I don't know why. I just want to. Even if all the houses are empty. Maybe I'll bring some villagers in one day. Populate the place. So anyway, yeah, we all got tickets to PAX. Everybody who was in the group who wanted tickets to PAX got them. Which is something that I'm super, super proud of. I'm very glad it all worked out that way. Do I have to fill in this bottom layer too? I might as well, because I don't want running water underneath my builds. You know what? On second thought, yes I do. I don't care that much. Come on. There we go. So I was very, very excited that everybody who wanted a ticket got a ticket. Nobody was left behind. Nobody was left hanging. If someone had extra tickets, they were quickly spoken for. It was really cool. So the big thing is that we're going to be able to get together with friends there and hang out there in ways that we haven't really been able to before. This will be the biggest meetup to date of TimeShot members, which I'm really excited about. And hopefully there are people, it's in Boston, hopefully there are people who, whether they get tickets to the convention or not, come out to see us and hang out with us, to meet us. We're probably going to have a meetup of some kind there in Boston in April. Whether it'll probably be outside of the event, because we like doing that, like we did at Minecon. So that even if you don't get tickets to the event, you can still come see us. You know, why not? Come and hang out. Come and get an autograph or take a picture or whatever you want. I would love that to happen again. So it is going to happen again. In some way, shape, or form. Even if nobody turns up, you know what? That's fine. I know that PAX meetups are often much, much less than like a Minecon meetup would be. But still, it'll be fun. So that's something exciting to look forward to. Let's actually kind of terraform this a little bit. Curl this around this way. There we go. Looks a little bit more natural here. There we go. There we go. That looks a little bit more natural. Maybe curl it in just a little bit more here. There we go. And my wall can continue. Out of my way, tree. And then there's kind of the gap. And then this little pond almost needs to go too. Poor little pond. Or maybe I can just kind of cut it short here too. Let's go from here. Did I bring more dirt? Yes, I did. Okay. What else? There was something else I wanted to talk about, but mostly I wanted to say that I had had a great Thanksgiving. my first American Thanksgiving. And that PAX is going to be a thing. We're going to Boston. Oh, the other thing about it is that it doesn't end there in Boston for me and Fabe. Me and Fabe actually got together and we were like, you know what? Why end there? Why not... Actually, this should curve a little bit. Start curving now. Why not keep going and explore the United States a little bit more? He's much more foreign to the United States than I am, in that I've been able to visit the United States dozens and dozens of times. In fact, I'm living there right now in Michigan. So I've been here, I'd even say like 100 times. It feels like that. And it's not that different than my home country. For Fabe, it's very different, I think. There's lots of little intricate differences. Kind of like when I was in London. You can tell the differences so much. So it's like that, but I think maybe even more extreme. Because Americans are what they are, and they behave in much different ways than some of the rest of the world. And I don't mean that in any offensive way at all. It's just that they have a different outlook on the world than most other countries do, I think. And so it's kind of cool to come here and see the culture and experience it and what it has in store. Let's see, I'm just going to continue to light up here a little bit. So what we ended up planning, me and Fabe, was that while he's here, we're going to New York City. That seems like a completely far stretch. Like, you know, you go from Boston, all of a sudden you're in New York. It's completely different. Why? It's not, there's no convention going on there. But it's one of those places that I've never been. I've never been to New York City. I would love to check it out and see what it's like. Go to the Museum of Natural History, see some dinosaurs. Go to Central Park. Go to Staten Island, see the Statue of Liberty. All these different things you can do in New York. Go to Chinatown, walk through Chinatown, get some cool stuff. This is bad time. Crap. Stop blowing up my home. What is all this? It was probably a creeper hole that I filled in before, and now they're just getting exposed. So we're going to New York City. So that's kind of fun. We don't plan on, I don't think, meeting up with anybody there. Fans or friends alike. I think we're just kind of going there to see the city. Of course, if we knew of someone who was in New York City who wanted to meet up with us, I mean, I'm sure we could maybe accommodate. It depends on what we're doing. It's a far stretch, though. So I'm just going to say that. It's mostly just so that we can hang out in New York City. Me and Fabe. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to in the next few months, I guess I could actually say. Because it is already December. And that's only a few months away when we're going to be in Boston. And then me and Fabe are heading out to New York City. Now, the cool thing is that when we're going to Boston, there's like 4 or 5 of us, I think it's 4 of us, who are all on the same plane together going into Boston from Detroit. I don't even know how that worked out. We all kind of connect through the same flights, and so we're all going to be on like this wicked plane ride with 4 friends together, and I think that's going to be cool in itself. It's just going to start, we're going to start the socializing early there. There we go. I built that rudimentary wall all the way across, which is kind of what I wanted. And I'm kind of done talking. So this was kind of a cool episode. I love just sort of talking about what's going on, what I'm excited for, what I'm excited about, what I'm thinking of doing on the server here in terms of building. Oh, and things are just getting crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see. I'll just finish the episode there by saying thank you guys for supporting the channel and watching and doing all that you do. I don't say this at the end of videos very often, but I appreciate it. I appreciate every single person who hits that subscribe button. who hits the like buttons on videos, or even the ones who hit the dislike buttons. I mean, they still help too. But obviously likes make me feel better. I appreciate you guys for doing that. I appreciate you guys for supporting me and doing all that kind of stuff. I don't have any kind of Patreon server or Patreon system set up yet, or a Game Wisp, or any way that you guys could donate for a perk of some kind. But yet you guys still often give without expecting anything in return, and that is super appreciated. So for everything you guys do, thank you so much. I wanted to just tack that onto the end of the video as a personal thank you. And with that, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely check out the world download. It's on the Reddit. The overviewer is also linked in the same Reddit post if you want to get the bird's eye view the same way and maybe explore some things for yourself. Though keep in mind it is like 900 megabytes. So you have to definitely spend some time downloading it. It is a big map. There's a lot to see. So, with that, thank you for watching. Like this video, comment below, do all those other awesome things people do. And we'll see you next time on TimeShot. Bye-bye.